Welcome to the European Energy Scouts Awards 2019. My name is Dile Sarina from the German Chamber of Commerce. Mr. Sarkassis is standing next to me, and we shall coordinate this event together. Hello from me as well, from Athens to all the participating countries. We would like to apologize for this slight delay, but we have 8 or 9 countries participating, and we have to look after all the relevant connections. This is an international event. We have participants from Germany, the Czech Republic, Bulgaria, Hungary. There is simultaneous interpretation, and I would like to ask you to speak slowly as much as this is possible. I would like to ask Mr. Kelemis, General Manager of the German Hellenic Chamber of Commerce and Industry, for an address. Mr. Kelemis. Hello from me as well, from Athens. Dear colleagues of the bilateral German chambers, Mr. Avieridis from CAPE, honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure that I can welcome you here, and I am particularly pleased that by using technology, we can all participate in today's hybrid event. Under normal circumstances, we would all be sharing the same room. In the beginning, at the outset, I should like to congratulate all the Energy Scouts for 2019 participating today, as they will receive their awards. So I'm very pleased to receive them here, because they are those who have succeeded in a very pioneering training program for energy saving at the level of a business. This program is free of charge, provided to businesses in the framework of the Young Energy Europe project, which is a part of the European Initiative for the Climate, known as OIKI. It is funded by the Federal German Ministry for the Environment, Nature Conservation and Nuclear Safety, and is coordinated by the DHK, that is the Central Union of German Chambers of Commerce and Industry. Apart from Greece, Young Energy Europe is also implemented at the same time in the Czech Republic, Bulgaria and Hungary. And we have today with us, even virtually, the 2019 Energy Scouts and representatives of the bilateral chambers from these countries, and I want to welcome them very warmly. The Energy Scouts training program focuses on energy efficiency. New employees in businesses are called upon to contribute as Energy Scouts in the detection and recording of energy saving potential in their business, but also to the enhancement of relevant infrastructures. This program is a model for the Greek entrepreneurship in Greece as a whole, and an excellent example to emulate for all agencies and bodies involved in Europe. Actions promoting environment awareness in Greek and green entrepreneurship are a necessity in today's business environment, which is very competitive inside and outside the country. The Greek-German Chamber of Commerce and Industry has been focusing over the last years in topics and actions for energy saving and the protection of the environment, as well as in actions for the environment, and participates and fosters the EUREM program, which is a model program for training addressed to energy managers. And once more, and in closing, I would like to congratulate once more all the new energy scouts. As Greek-German Chamber, we shall continue to foster and to support and to implement actions such as development courses and seminars for the development of human potential skills centered around climate change and energy saving. The third conference, European conference, that we are organizing today and yesterday, and in its frame, we try to bring in contact energy managers and energy scouts. This was our aspiration. However, the pandemic prevented us from so doing. And we want to still create all the necessary conditions for these two branches to come into contact between them. Thank you very much, and let me wish every success to this conference. The program Energy Scouts has been ongoing for 2.5 years, an initiative by the German Federal Ministry for the Environment, and it is supported by the Central Union of German Chambers of Commerce and Industry. The soul of this program is Mrs. Janine Hansen. She's in Berlin, and we shall welcome her here. She's been the soul of this program from the very outset. Okay, but technology right now is not. Hello, Janine. Good afternoon from warm and sunny Athens. I know it's not the same in Berlin today. Yeah, can Mrs. Hansen hear us?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Very well. Hello, everybody. We seem to have some technical problems because I don't have an interpretation, and my Greek is unfortunately still very, very bad. I can only say Kalispera, everybody. Hello, dear guests and dear Energy Scouts. I'm Janine Hansen, head of the project Young Energy Europe from Berlin, and I'm happy to welcome you to our first virtual European Energy Scouts Award. I must confess that I would have been even happier to say this in May in Athens. That's when we originally planned to have this event. However, now COVID-19 reigns and we have to meet online. But just imagine if COVID-19 had hit us a couple of years ago, even this wouldn't have been possible. So digitalization allows us to come together still across borders and in spite of travel restrictions. And we end up saving a lot of carbon emissions too, because we don't travel, even if that makes us a little bit sad. But carbon emissions brings me to the topic of our event today. Saving greenhouse gas emissions is the general topic of Energy Scouts across Europe, and it's also what you have been doing in the past when you planned and implemented your practical projects. And before we move on to your energy efficiency projects, they are, of course, at the center of our award ceremony today. I would like to provide some background on Young Energy Europe. We are funded by the German Ministry for the Environment, Nature Conservation and Nuclear Safety as part of the ministry's European Climate Initiative, short EUCI. EUCI is here to foster climate cooperation within the European Union. Its goal is to mitigate greenhouse gas emissions. How does EUCI work? EUCI strengthens a cross-border dialogue, cooperation, and the exchange of knowledge and experience, exactly what we do today. As you know, the EU has set itself ambitious climate goals and is increasing this ambition even further. So by 2030, the EU plans to have reduced greenhouse gas emissions by 50 or even 55% compared to 1990. This goal can only be accomplished if everyone joins their efforts, everyone meaning governments, companies, and all of us, the European citizens. As Energy Scouts, you are an important part of this process because you find the solution how to put these ambitious political goals into practical projects at work level. Just like climate change, climate action knows no borders. So this is why a German ministry funds projects in Bulgaria, Greece, Czech Republic, and Hungary. And this is also why we asked you, the best Energy Scouts of 2019, to come together with us in this virtual format to share your ideas and your projects. And before we now have a look at your projects, I would like to say thank you to all of you. Thank you for the effort that you put into your practical projects, and also thank you for being here in this relatively new format to all of us with us. We depend on your creativity and the innovation that you bring to your companies in order to turn the European economy into a climate-friendly one. And now I'm looking forward to see how exactly you're going to achieve this. Thank you.
Is searching for ways to save energy. We are going to use the waste heat of our compressed air system to support our facility heating and for our hot tap water. This will cost us 20,000 euros, but at the same time, we will cut down expenses by 19,000 euros per year and reduce CO2 emissions by 127 tons. In the Czech Republic, Hungary, Bulgaria and Greece, the German Chambers of Commerce Abroad are offering the Young Energy Europe training program for Energy Scouts. The program teaches participants how to detect potential energy savings and then turn them into effective means of climate protection. We want our production to be a profitable and at the same time eco-friendly business. Therefore, responsibility in the use of energy and bringing down our CO2 emissions are core principles. The focus on reducing energy consumption helps both the environment and the company's budget. Businesses have long realized that climate protection and economic efficiency belong together. For instance, in the Energy Scout partnering countries, Greece and Hungary. We are increasingly implementing climate protection and energy efficiency into the vocational education in Hungary. First and foremost, we need people to adopt this mindset at a very early stage to make them intuitively think and act economically, both in terms of business and in terms of natural resources. The Greek companies participating in the Energy Scout project are particularly appreciating the chance to enhance their competitiveness, especially regarding climate protection and productivity. In the Bulgarian capital Sofia, the automation technology developer Festo is dedicated to energy efficiency and the protection of natural resources. Producing conductor boards, the company uses large amounts of nitrogen. Every month, 4 truck deliveries from Serbia are needed. There are better ways, as Energy Scout Ladislav Svetanov has found out. We are going to replace this gas tank and build our own nitrogen production unit. This means we won't need truck deliveries anymore and save 24 tons of carbon dioxide. Training our employees to become Energy Scouts also helps us to meet experts from other companies and exchange ideas and experiences in ecologically sensitive producing. By completing the vocational training, the Energy Scouts become valuable experts for sustainability in their companies. The program also helped me develop personally, and what I've learned here will certainly help me move on in my career. Energy Scouts and their employers know climate awareness is performance awareness and lifts up their business.
Μας ακούνε όλοι. Ευχαριστούμε την κυρία Hansen, η οποία συνδέθηκε από το...
Mrs. Hansen, who was connected from Berlin. Now we go on and connect ourselves with Mr. Ageridis. He is Director of Energy Efficiency Division from the Center of Renewable Energy in Greece. Mr. Ageridis has supported our project. He was member of the committee that selected the best ideas of Energy Scouts. So we have an ongoing cooperation with CRES. We are happy to have the center with us. I hope that Mr. Ageridis can hear us.
Okay. Hello to everybody. Καλησπέρα.
Good afternoon. You have the floor.
Thank you. Κυρίες και κύριοι, αγαπητοί και αγαπητές σύνεδροι,
Dear participants,
ευχαριστώ τους οργανωτές για την πρόσκληση και χαίρομαι που είμαι μαζί σας. Το ΚΑΠΕ είναι το Εθνικό Κέντρο για τις ανανεώσιμες και την ενεργειακή αποδοτικότητα. Και δραστηριοποιείται σε εθνικά, ευρωπαϊκά, διεθνή και ιδιωτικά έργα. Που σχετίζονται με την παραγωγή καθαρής ενέργειας και την αποδοτική χρήση της ενέργειας γενικότερα. Σε εθνικό επίπεδο είναι από τους φορείς που έχει μεγάλη και συνεχή εμπλοκή στην υλοποίηση ευρωπαϊκών έργων. Ως εκ τούτου, μετέχουμε μαζί με φορείς από πολλές χώρες μέλη και σε έργα του OIKI, του Ομοσπονδιακού Υπουργείου Περιβάλλοντος της Γερμανίας. Το πρόγραμμα Young Energy Europe που υλοποιείται στα πλαίσια του OIKI, επειδή απευθύνεται στους νέους πολίτες και επαγγελματίες, πιστεύουμε ότι έχει σημαντική προστιθέμενη αξία για την επίτευξη των ευρωπαϊκών στόχων για ένα καλύτερο αύριο. Στις 22 Ιανουαρίου βραβεύσαμε τις ελληνικές προτάσεις. Παρουσιάστηκαν ενδιαφέρουσες απόψεις από συμμετέχοντες και συμμετέχουσες με ενδεχομένως μικρή εμπειρία, αλλά μεγάλη ευαισθησία
were very sensitized
και λαμπρό μέλλον προς όφελος της κοινωνίας και του πολίτη.
Issues for the benefit of society and citizens.
Οι Scouts αναζητούν τρόπους,
Scouts are looking for ways,
ιδέες και λύσεις,
ideas and solutions,
και ενεργειακή αποδοτικότητα για καθαρό περιβάλλον.
Energy efficiency for a clean environment.
Επιπρόσθετα γίνονται promoters και animators,
they are promoters and animators
στην εργασία, στον περίγυρο και στην οικογένειά τους.
In their environment and also in their own families.
Η βράβευση επιβεβαιώνει τις προσπάθειες
The award ceremony honors their efforts
και προωθεί τον ανταγωνισμό για το
and
κοινό καλό,
promotes competition for the benefit of all.
που δεν είναι άλλο από ένα καθαρό και βιώσιμο αύριο.
Clean and sustainable tomorrow.
Συγχαρητήρια σε όλες τις συμμετοχές.
Congratulate all participants.
Σας ευχαριστώ πολύ.
Thank you for listening. Thank you, Mr. Ageridis. Mr. Sakas has the floor now. Thank you, Mr. Ayeridis. We will continue, and let me just give you some technical information. Those participants who are participating through Zoom can select the language they want to listen to from the Zoom bottom of the screen. And when they are speakers, they can mute, and they do not need to select any language. Also, we have simultaneous translation, simultaneous interpretation, and therefore you do not need to stop since the interpretation is simultaneous. As Mrs. Hansen said earlier, the program Young Energy Europe is part of OIKI, the European Climate Initiative of the German Federal Ministry for the Environment. OIKI has a host of other projects that are included in it, and therefore we have the pleasure to watch now a video message of Mr. Stefan Bunschera, Program Director.
Award Day, where you will honor the best teams of young energy scouts. I am proud that the OIKI, the European Climate Initiative, can contribute to this outstanding and really smart project. Why do I call it outstanding? Why do I call it really smart? Because it's a triple win solution. First, young employees design smart solutions for reducing energy costs and resource costs. Of course, this makes the management happy and the company more competitive. Secondly, you help to shape a new generation of creative employees who really take care and take responsibility for the company and for the future of the planet. And thirdly, you help to save greenhouse gases, which means this is good for the climate, and this is really very important. So my congratulations today go to the Chamber of Commerce for this really bright project idea, and to the companies, because you could not find better employees. Take care of them, they are really important and valuable for you. And third, last not least, my very big congratulations, of course, go to the winners of today's award event. Good luck and have a good day. Bye bye.
Ευχαριστούμε θερμά τον κύριο Bunschera για το ψηφιακό μήνυμα που μας έστειλε.
Mr. Bunschera.
Θα προχωρήσουμε τώρα στον κεντρικό κορμό.
We will now go on to the main part of our event. And we will award the prizes to the participants of Young Energy Europe 2019. We will connect ourselves with Bulgaria now.
Hello everybody, many greetings from Bulgaria. My name is Carmen Stuk. Next to me is my colleague Krasimira. We are the partners from Bulgaria, and I would like to give you some information about the projects from 2019 and get the parts into the dynamics. 11 companies took part in Bulgaria in 2019, and 64% of them were SMEs. And one of them is actually Tronamics, which we would like to see today in the video, which will come up. And at that time, actually, it had been a startup. The company is developing a new type of cargo airplane, which is small, unmanned, and extremely fuel efficient. It can transport 350 kilograms over a distance of 2,500 kilometers and saves between that a cost for more than 50%. And that is much more lower than carrying packages with airplanes. This result of the project of Young Energy Europe is comparative to the analysis of possible methods in manufacturing of this selection. So the analytical shows that potential for process optimizing reduces processing time, increase flexibility, and reduces waste of materials. And they saved for one part already 97%. So now we will see the video, and they also saved 61% reduction on energy consumption, which is really great for that. And now we would like to see the video from the project, please.
Фирма Dronamics ООД работи в сферата на иновациите и по-конкретно създаване на първия в света безпилотен товарен самолет. Скаутът, господин Любомир Герасимов от Dronamics, бе участник през 2019 година в Young Energy Europe. Той работи по практически проект в категорията спестяване на ресурси. С този проект спечели първо място в България и с това получи правото да бъде награден като Европейски енергиен скаут за 2019 година. Сега имам удоволствието да му връча лично сертификата и да му дам думата да представи себе си и проекта.
Благодаря. Благодаря ви. Да, името ми е Любомир Герасимов, представител съм на фирма Dronamics EOD. Проектът ни за Young Energy Europe миналата година се състоеше в анализа на цялостния екологичен отпечатък на 3D принтирането като част от процеса от производството на матрици за композитни изделия в нашите операции. Благодарение на проекта успяхме да идентифицираме спестявания на количество въглероден диоксид отделено в атмосферата, както и спестяване на изхвърлен материал вследствие на нашето производство.
Thank you very much for the video. And we can start with the questions to Lubomir, if you're ready.
Hi, hello. Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
I'm ready.
Okay, great. So we would like to know what was the impact of participating in Young Energy Europe for your work or even for your daily life?
Okay, thank you for the question. I've always tried to be conscious about my personal environmental impact and doing small steps in my day-to-day life to reduce my personal environmental footprint, but that has not always worked out perfectly. So as a result of the Young Energy Europe project, I have been able to focus my efforts and be more consistent with it, and more often than not organize it in the form of a project so it can become reality and not just something that I'm trying to do once in a while.
Yeah, and Dronamics was the second startup participating in Young Energy Europe in Bulgaria. So do you think the knowledge acquiring during the project and the entire training program can be useful for other employees also in startups as well?
Sorry, I was muted. So yes, for sure. In contrast with big companies, where top-down approach in setting up sustainability in the strategic agenda of the companies. In startups, the bottom-up approach is way more effective, and it gives the initiative in the hands of the employees, regardless of their spot in the hierarchy, to make projects and set the sustainability in the strategic agenda of their companies. So I think startups have huge potential, not only taking part in these projects, but setting up a sustainability with a high priority.
Thank you, Lubomir. It was great talking to you, and we wish you all the best for your projects and for the development of your ideas. And it was great that you are participating in the project. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ευχαριστούμε πολύ την Κάρμεν Στρούκ από τη Βουλγαρία και τα συγχαρητήριά μας στον Λούμπομιρ. Και τώρα πηγαίνουμε στην επόμενη χώρα, η οποία είναι η Τσεχία. Επιτρέψτε μου να σημειώσω ότι η επιλογή και η σειρά των χωρών έχει γίνει προφανώς σύμφωνα με την αλφαβητική τους σειρά στο λατινικό αλφάβητο και δεν σημαίνει απολύτως τίποτε άλλο. Οπότε να συνδεθούμε με την Τσεχία. Στην Τσεχία περιμένουμε να συναντήσουμε την κυρία Ρενάτα Κνόλοβα.
Czech Republic, we shall meet Mrs. Renata Knolova, a colleague.
Καλό μεσημέρι, Ρενάτα.
Hello, Renata. Good afternoon to you.
Μήπως είσαστε mute?
Maybe you should unmute.
Can you hear me?
Ναι, τώρα μπορούμε να ακούσουμε. Yes, we can.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Also, dear ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon from Prague. I would like to introduce to you our 2019 winning team and their project. Madeta, based in southern Bohemia, is the 100% Czech company. With its 4 individual plants, Madeta is the largest milk processor in the Czech Republic and our winner company. The 2 energy scouts, Mr. Kirpikov and Mr. Kaspar from the company Madeta, dealt with improvements in water savings, lighting, and mobility. Our energy scouts started with small measures. They reduced, for example, water consumption in washrooms and production and installed a hot water circulation system. The scouts also plan to use diapermeate for tank cleaning. In addition, the scouts have designed training courses for employees to raise awareness for water utilization and to encourage behavioral change. They replaced the old lighting with energy-saving LED lights in 2 production halls. In the field of mobility, Jiří Kaspar and Denis Kirpikov transformed the company's minibus into a suburban shuttle bus for up to 20 employees, and they also initiated the development of an application for associating cars between employees for cheap parking and for encouraging employees to commute by bike. Thank you.
Ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ.
Thank you very much for this.
Αυτές τις όμορφες εικόνες
These are some very nice images that we have seen in all the events held in all 4 participating countries. Could we ask a couple of questions? Possibly. Could it, is the Czech Republic receiving us? Can you hear the English? Is Mrs. Knolova hearing us? Good. So, could we ask a couple of questions to your scouts?
During the course, the energy scouts learned about the savings possibilities in individual areas. They decided to test these options in their company wherever they see the relevance. Because they are working for a food company, they identified great potential in saving water.
Πάρα πολύ όμορφα. Και είναι φανερό ότι είχε επιτευχθεί και πολύ μεγάλη εξοικονόμηση.
And it was obvious that they actually saved a lot of water. Thanks to which measures?
Started with small measures. They designed the installation of aerators and economical shower heads, as well as efficient cleaning pistols. They also dealt with the education of employees and implemented a hot water circulation. The energy scouts now plan to use diapermeate
a byproduct in way-making for cleaning tanks. Thank you.
Υπέροχα, ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ προς την Τσεχία.
Thank you very much to the Czech Republic.
Θα προχωρήσουμε και θα συνδεθούμε με την επόμενη χώρα, η οποία είναι η Ουγγαρία. Θα συνδεθούμε με το διμερές επιμελητήριο, το γερμανο-ουγγρικό επιμελητήριο, με την κυρία Κότμαια. Μας ακούει η κυρία Κότμαια?
Mrs. Kottmeyer in Hungary, from the bilateral chamber. Hello.
Hello. Greetings to everyone. So I'm from Hungary, as you said, and from the German-Hungarian Knowledge Center. And
από την Ουγγαρία, από το κέντρο γνώσης της Ουγγαρίας, η κυρία Κριστίνα Κότμαγερ.
We had in our second Energy Scout training 33 Energy Scouts from 9 companies, and the winner of this second Energy Scout training is DMKT, Dragonmark, that's a drugstore chain here in Hungary, and they had a mobility project in which they had many smaller things that they changed in order to reduce fuel consumption. And maybe you will see the slides of the project where we have all the basic data of the project. So then I explain you what okay, thank you. What they changed, so they changed the tires of the company cars into new ones which have lower rolling resistance. They changed the tire pressure to an echo pressure. They also planned the company routes now so that they can reduce fuel consumption, and they also examined the usage of the roof racks, which should be used only if it's really needed, and they also take care of luggage, so no cars should take extra luggage. And now I think that we can check the video that we made by the company, on which you can see the company car, and we can hear Christoph Schneider as he explains us the project. Thank you.
Projekttéma.
Ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ.
Thank you
Θα
very
ξεκινήσουμε τώρα.
Elnyomásra csökkenteni, hogy kisebb legyen az autók fogyasztása. Emellett néztük még, hogy a tetőcsomagtartó használata feleslegesen ne történjen meg, illetve az autókban a súlycsökkentés is fontos, hogy felesleges csomagot ne szállítsanak az adott vezetők. Ezen kívül még nagyon fontos a megfelelő útvonal kiválasztása, ami fogyasztás szempontjából a leggazdaságosabb.
Now we can check out the other video of Hungary, on which we give the certificate to the winners. I hope that we will see also this video.
Megtakarítási projektet készítették el, ami első díjat nyert vállalati mobilitás témában. Szeretném átadni önöknek akkor a győztesnek járó oklevelet, kérem vigye el kollégájának is, és még egyszer gratulálok, és köszönöm a lelkesedést, köszönöm, hogy ezt a témát viszik tovább a vállalaton belül.
Köszönjük szépen!
Szívesen, és még egyszer gratulálok.
So thank you very much for the video, and I'd like to greet here also the two participants, Ákos Nagy and Christoph Schneider from Drogermark Kft. And I'd like to ask you a few questions about the project. The first question would be, what were the main measures you realized in your mobility project? Which was the most effective ones? Which were the most complex ones? And what is the one that needed the most effort from your side?
Hello, everybody, and thank you for the question. And I think that is the most beautiful thing, I guess, because we didn't make complex operations, and we've proved it doesn't necessary anyway. After data collect and the research and the planning, we applied some small changes, what has a very small effects individually, but globally we made a big difference there. We changed tire pressures, we changed the tire types for efficient model, we changed some car policy to eco-friendly and other things, other small things, and the result on the whole car fleet realizes a huge benefits there. These little things are available for anybody, not just for the company owners, and this side just goes beyond the company fleet and reaches the average drivers as well.
Thank you very much. And now my second question goes to Christoph. What are the main effects of the project? So, I mean, cost reduction, additional effects, and other effects that you realized, and whether you plan for the optimization within this field. Thank you.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for the question. The main effects of our project are the reduction of pollutant emission and also cost reduction as well. The other benefit is that we had the knowledge and the information after our project to make a little brochure for our colleagues. This brochure contains some little tips what we've gathered during our project about this important topic. And of course, we will pay attention in the future to search for other opportunities within this field after we've seen how small changes can affect the whole company.
Thank you very much, and we'd like to congratulate you. I congratulate you not just in my name, but also our executive director, Maria Boroshuber, is here. So we congratulate you, and I think we give back the word to the organizers. Thanks a lot for your answers and for your project. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ τους Energy Scouts. Ευχαριστούμε πάρα
Thank
πολύ.
you very much to the Energy Scouts. Thank you very much to the colleagues in Hungary for their presentation. We would like once again to apologize for some technical issues in such an important event as this is today. The last country awarded is Greece. Let me note that on account of Greece's geography, in 2019 we had 2 rounds of training in 2019, not only one. One of the rounds was in Athens and the other one on Crete. And we shall begin with the Athens winner, Mrs. Athina Gholata, and we would also like to ask Mr. Michael Boron, the financial consultant from Republic of Germany in Greece, to hand over the award to her. Do I need to speak in Greek or in English?
From the German Embassy. I'm sure we will hear more about your project in a minute, but this is a fantastic initiative, and I learned a little bit about your activities so far. And also under these circumstances, my very best regards and this nice.
Ευχαριστούμε πολύ κύριε Ντόρν.
Thank you very much, Mr. Dorn.
Το έργο της κυρίας Γονατά αφορούσε στο θέμα της
Mrs. Gonata's work concerned the energy saving in the premises of her business, Tora Lab, that actually trades in lubricants. So trade in lubricants mainly for yachts and ferries, boats. And Mrs. Gonata had an idea and which was an all-round idea for this sector in order to save energy by substituting oil and energy by installing solar collectors in order for the offices of the business to become more financially beneficial without, however, reducing the quality of life within the company. Mrs. Gonata, do you believe that other companies like yours could do the same? I believe that it wouldn't be difficult for other companies to follow the same system. If companies find the right people, I don't think they would have any problems in doing the same. Okay, businesses are people who are thinking in financial terms, but what about households? Yes, I think that it would be possible to have it in households. Households would benefit greatly from such a system. Thank you very much, and allow me to ask all those participating in this event and they're not in Athens to remain connected because you're going to have our family photos soon, as is our want in such cases, in such events. As Mr. Sakas said, we had 2 rounds of training. One happened in Crete, Heraklion. Mr. Spiridopoulos and Mr. Palmaris are with us today from the Ascowood company, a company that actually produces organic pomegranate juice. And they did a project for power savings and the vehicles of the company that would use diesel.
This whole idea they had
so here you have some of the data concerning this project. There can be CO2 saving potential by 30.63 tons per year. The investment cost would be 5,000 per year. The overall investment would cost 35,000 years and payback period would be 7 years. And I would like to ask Mr. Kelenis, the General Director of the German-Greek Chamber, to hand over the awards. Thank you very much for being here. Okay, I will stand between you two. Good afternoon from me. Congratulations. We have put everything in plastic pockets on account of the coronavirus. Thank you very much. Congratulations. I happened to be in Heraklion when this happened, and the combination was a very great innovation. So my best wishes for the future.
Έχουμε δύο ερωτήσεις να σας κάνουμε για την εργασία σας.
We have two questions for you. Do you think that other companies in Greece could do the same, use similar measures for energy saving?
Λόγω του ότι βοηθάει ο καιρός της Ελλάδας, μπορούμε να εκμεταλλευτούμε άμεσα τον ήλιο. Γενικότερα η Κρήτη στο θέμα του πρωτογενή τομέα δείχνει να έχει και θα έχει και τα επόμενα χρόνια μεγαλύτερη παραγωγή, οπότε αυτό απαιτεί μεγάλα ενεργειακές απαιτήσεις.
We have very high energy demand and also costs, plus the impact on the energy footprint of each company. Therefore, it is very easy and very affordable to do something like that, and the benefits are not only environmental, they are also competitive benefits for a company. Thank you very much. We hope that other companies will use this as an example throughout Greece. Mr. Dalmaris, what do you think is the future of organic crops? Asco fruit produces pomegranate juice. What do you think? It is the future. It is something that brings man closer to quality and to primary agricultural production. I think that we have a rising number of organic crops, and this is something important that is changing in our country. Surely we need to make even larger efforts. We need expertise, continuous training, which is a sine qua non. Since I also deal with the marketing organic products, and I am about to, or we are about to produce our own organic orthomolecular products, I can tell you that there are a lot of promising ideas for the future, promising initiatives for the future. Thank you very much. Let me congratulate you once again, and now we will all take a picture. Please, Mr. Kelemis, Mr. Dorn, could you also all turn on your cameras in Zoom?
Να παρακαλέσουμε όλους τους συμμετέχοντες να ανοίξουν τις κάμερές τους.
We would like to ask all the participants to turn on their cameras so that we can have a group photo.
Η κυρία Στρούκ από την
Mrs. Struk from Bulgaria.
Να ευχαριστήσουμε πάρα πολύ.
Let me thank Mrs. Aliki Zonatsi, who is our interpreter. Let me thank Mrs. Hansen, Mrs. Struk. Unfortunately, Mr. Ayeridis says that I cannot turn on my camera, my system. Now I was able to do so. Are we all there? From Hungary, our colleagues from Hungary, could they turn on their camera? Mr. Dermidjakis, please. Mr. Dermidjakis, join us. Mr. Dermidjakis has carried out all the flow of this event. Ladies and gentlemen, our photographer says that the photos have been very successful. So we will go on with Mrs. Thiele. This was a somewhat different group photo. Now we have a video message from Mr. Max Junghans from Germany. Let's see if we're ready to watch it.
My name is Max Junghans. I'm the project manager for Young Energy Europe in Berlin. My job is to tell the wonderful stories about the things you learn in the Energy Scout trainings and about the projects you design in your companies in Bulgaria, Greece, Hungary and the Czech Republic. First, I want to say thank you for your commitment and your willingness to share your project ideas. Keep up the good work and motivation to change and improve your companies. Make your company more efficient, more profitable, and at the same time more sustainable. You are the right person to do the job. You are the insiders. Nobody knows your job better than you. You know where you can improve the internal processes, the tools and machines you work with, or the surrounding conditions inside your company. Please keep on exploring new ideas to save energy and resources. Climate change and the protection of environment will remain the biggest challenges of our and the generations to come. As you saw today, you're not alone. We have trained about 300 Energy Scouts since 2018. If you need inspiration, go check our website young-energy-europe.eu and look for the best practices. There are more than 20 great examples in English and German. You'll find your projects there as well. In case you want to contact your fellow Energy Scouts, go to Facebook and look for Young Energy Europe. Share your thoughts and ask them for their experience and their advice. Finally, I want to say thank you to my colleagues and the German chambers abroad who organize the trainings and events. They are the ones who implement the program and who make the difference. Krasimira Dimitrova in Sofia, Sarina Thiele and Vasilis Sakas and Kostas Dermitsakis in Athens, Christina Kottmeier and Balint Lengie in Budapest, Dita Zepkova and Renata Knollova in Prague. I think they deserve some applause. Please join me by sending them thumbs up, gifs or stickers in the chat function. Or open the microphones and just scream and let them know. And now I'm giving back the microphone to our hosts Sarina Thiele and Vasilis Sakas. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Junghans, for this video message. And now we're about to complete our ceremony. Let me thank you all for joining us in this hybrid event. Energy Scouts 2019 received their prizes. On the 28th of October, there will be another award for the Energy Scouts 2020. Be healthy, be well, and have a nice afternoon.